I'm sure many of you watching this video are fully aware that one of my favorite devices of the last probably few years now is going to be the OnePlus Open. It is an absolutely fantastic device, and over the last couple of months, I've actually talked a few times about rumors around the OnePlus Open 2, the sequel to this device, which we expect to launch Q1 of 2025, according to all of the various rumors, which we won't really be rehashing much here. Instead, today we're talking about these reports that are now beginning to make the rounds that OnePlus slash Oppo, they're going to be exiting the folding phone market. What we're going to do here is we're going to do our due diligence, and we're going to look into these reports, try and dig back to the original source and determine, is there anything actually to these reports? And I think that a good place to start is going to be, I think, where this really started to gain traction. It's this article from Android Central. If Oppo and OnePlus exit the foldable phone market, I added the word phone there myself, we're right back where we started. A company is reportedly considering ending its folding phone line. Oppo could be that company. That's very important. Could be that company. So this comes down to this. A recent report on 163.com in China claiming that a major company won't be releasing a large foldable in 2025. Okay, that's really important. In 2025. The exact company wasn't named, and then they give some general thoughts, and then they say their attention then turns to Vivo, Oppo, and OnePlus, and then they start talking about what it would be like if OnePlus did indeed, OnePlus slash Oppo, dropped out of the foldable phone market. Now, after this was published, we've seen other articles written on other outlets that have kind of gotten rid of this vague wording and where they say, oh, maybe. And they've just kind of said, oh, I've heard that OnePlus is going to be leaving the folding phone market. I think it's really important now to then turn our attention to 163.com and actually read the article. Of course, this is being translated from Chinese over to English, so there may be some things lost in translation, but let's see exactly what was being said. It says they were informed that a mobile brand has once again suspended, as they call it, the large folding screen mobile phone product line. We'll just say folding phone line. The internal positioning of the large folding screen product is being replanned, and the new product release plan will be suspended next year. What else is said in this article? Well, they mentioned that in July, the Mix Fold 4 Flip sold quite well, but the Mix Fold 4 sold a little bit less well. They also talk about how Oppo, Vivo, and other mobile phone manufacturers have sort of stopped really worrying about the flip style folding phones, the small screen folding phones. And in terms of like specifics about brands, that's all that they say. They do not give you any reason to immediately assume that this OEM, this mobile brand that they are talking about, is Oppo or OnePlus. Let's take a second and let's try to build the best possible case that we can, though, that this is OnePlus slash Oppo. So they say they were informed that a mobile brand once again, so for the second or third time, they have suspended the large folding screen mobile phone product line, and that a new product release plan will be suspended next year. So, no large screen folding phone coming 2025, presumably at least the second time that they have suspended their large folding phone operations. Again, according to this rumor. Now, of course, the original OnePlus Open came out at the end of 2023. They did not release a new large screen folding phone in 2024. So that part lines up. Hey, maybe they're kicking it out of 2025 as well. But the problem that I have with this is that we have so many details and so many rumors about the OnePlus Open 2. I organized them into a series of posts in September on Threads, and I pulled stuff from Digital Chat Station over on Weibo, where they're talking about specific specifications. They're talking about the camera, the processors, how thin the device is, came up later on as well. Like, there was so much detail about these phones, and they have repeatedly said that they're expecting it Q1 of 2025. We also have this article all the way back February of 2024, when similar rumors like this began to swirl that Oppo slash OnePlus was going to be giving up on foldable phones. Oppo spokesperson speaking to GSM Arena, Oppo's dedication to the continuous development of foldable smartphone technology remains unchanged. Please stay tuned for our official updates and announcements. So they've denied this claim in February, and now it seems like, sort of apropos of nothing, once again, this time coming from 163.com. I don't know how, big or reputable this website is. I don't frequent Chinese tech websites all that much, but it's coming from a source I'm not familiar with that is being quite vague. They're not naming an OEM, they're not naming a mobile brand, and we do have, a denial from in February from Oppo. We do have tons of detail about a OnePlus Open 2 that's supposed to come out in 2025, and they're specifically saying it's not going to come out in 2025. This brand is not releasing something. It's being suspended next year. To me, this just looks like nonsense. I just think that there's way too much smoke for there to be no fire when it comes to the OnePlus Open 2 launching in early 2025. We'll go back to this again. Like, we have Digital Chat Station, who's been very accurate when it comes to these OnePlus Oppo phones. Like, they've nailed this stuff a whole bunch of times. They're talking about all of these specifications. They're talking about the battery size, the thinness of the device, the camera specifications. There's just so much smoke around this device. I will be shocked if we don't see it in early 2025, and I will be even more shocked if they don't release this phone in the year 2025 at all. So hopefully this sort of pumps the brakes on this a little bit. I would consider this report to be something that I'm quite skeptical of. I think that, again, anytime you see somebody being this vague, sort of talking around things, I would question what exactly they have in terms of information. If they're, trying to protect a source and they're not able to even say the brand, I would say you probably shouldn't even write that article, right? I think that things get very sketchy when you have to be this vague. So again, pump the brakes on that one just a little bit. The only reason I'm really even talking about this is because over the last 3 or 4 days, I've gotten probably at this point more than a dozen comments, emails, messages on social media, so forth. A lot of people are seeing this and going, oh my God, is Oppo, OnePlus, are they leaving the folding phone market? So hopefully this does sort of let you know where we're at right now. I'm highly skeptical of this report. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.